hey, didn't see you there. My name is McGill. Alright, we're not gonna do that. Oh, hey, didn't see you there. My name is... That's a purse. That's a backpack. Oh, hey, didn't see you there. My name is McGill. I've been watching so much Emma Chamberlain recently. She is so funny. As I'm sure you can tell by the title, today's video is going to be books that I love and why I love them. So yeah. A fact about me, I love reading so much. It's literally like my favorite.
Well, I can't really say that because it's not.
Reading used to be my favorite pastime ever. Like, it was all I ever used to do, but then I discovered the internet. This looks disgusting. But yeah, I really like reading. I really like books. I like books. Oh my gosh. Also, this shirt, it's kind of messed up, but it's like an old painting, and it's a stormtrooper on a horse. Alright, here we go, ladies. Did I not? Hold on. I finished this book. Okay. I did finish that book. That would have been awkward. Alright, so the first book that I have is Steelheart by Brandon Sanderson. Also, not to brag or anything, but it's autographed. So this book is about this guy named David who is trying to get revenge towards this superhero who killed his father. And it's really good. He ends up joining this like anti-superhero group called the Reckoners, and it's really good. It's a really good book. The second book, I haven't actually finished it, so I don't know, but the second book is not very good. But like I'll read it still cuz I am interested. So yeah, this book is very interesting and not at all what I expected it to be like. It has a lot of twists and turns in it that I wasn't expecting, and it has a huge plot twist at the end that literally like blew my mind. Like it was crazy. I'm not gonna spoil it, but I like the characters. I really like the character David a lot, the main character. He's awesome. I love the character Megan. She's kind of like a brat, but I kind of dig it, you know? I don't know. So yeah, there's Steelheart.
Okay, I'm just confused why I completely cut off the end of the word heart and like didn't even care. Okay, I'm sorry. Continue.
Alright, the next two books that I'm counting as one because they are like the same series are the first Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, and then the second one, which is called Hollow City. And then on my books to be read shelf, I have the third one, which is Library of Souls. These are all by Random Riggs.
Okay, so I definitely said random rigs instead of ransom rigs, so just ignore that. Okay.
I take the sleeves off just because I really like how they look like textbooks. So this book is about this kid named Jacob, and his grandfather dies really mysteriously, and no one knows why he dies. And so this kid, Jacob, he does a bunch of research about these peculiars that his grandfather always used to talk about, and he ends up getting clues that mean that he needs to go to this specific island. So him and his dad go there, and it's crazy. It has so many visuals in it that they tell the story for you. Like, they're so good. So at first when I got this, I was like, I saw some of these pictures and I was like, I can't do this. This is gonna be so creepy. But like, sure. But it's like all these people are characters in the book, and I love that about this book, that it actually, like, each picture actually does have a reason for being in the book, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Like, it's not just to be creepy, it actually has, like, a reason behind being in the book. This book, this first one, is incredible. I cannot recommend it highly enough. The story was not at all what I, like, thought it was going to be. The characters are pretty good. There's some that I don't like, but it's just because I don't like how they act. It has nothing to do with how they're written. It's just that they're realistic, you know, so I just don't like them because I wouldn't like them if they were real people. The second one, though, Hollow City. So this entire book I hated. Like, I literally, this entire book I thought was the worst thing I've ever read in my entire life. And then, I kid you not, the last 3 pages of this book redeem the entire 392 pages prior. Like, it's so good. It's so good how it ends. And I'm so excited to read the third one once I, like, get through it. It's, like, 5th on my list of books to read right now. This is a classic. This is To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee. I was required to read this in school, and I really did not think I was going to like it. It sounded extremely boring. Everything we were hearing about it just did not sound very good. But, oh, I dropped it. But this book was so good. It's such an incredible story.
Alright, I just want to let all of you lovely folk know that my review for this book is very intense. So if you're not jiggy with that, that sucks, you know? So alright, okay. I gotta stop with this. Okay.
But, like, it makes you realize that there could be such horrible things going on, but there's still people around, and there's still children around who have the chance to be good. Like, Atticus Finch in this book is the epitome of, like, a good person. In this book, I haven't read To Set a Watchman, which is the prequel to this, where I hear that he's, like, not good, but he's good now. So the events that take place in this book are not heartwarming. The events that take place in this book are really upsetting and real. They're real. Things like this have happened many times, and it's sick that things like that take place in this book happen in real life, you know? Like, it's just gross. The fact that you can see that there are good people through this novel is, like, one of the most, like, touching things I think that I don't know. It's just it's a very meaningful book. I think every single person should read this book. I think this book's really important for people to read, to understand that there are good people. I mean, this is fiction, obviously, but there are good people. Alright, next is Olive's Ocean by Kevin Henkes, whatever. This book, I have a very interesting relationship with this specific book. I don't know. I get super emotional thinking about this book. It's incredible. This book is not my favorite book by any means. I honestly think the writing is okay. I don't think it's anything special at all. But you have to take into account that this was supposed to be written by, like, it's from the point of view of a girl who's very young, who's, I think, middle school, I believe. And so the fact that it was accurate to that, the fact that it did capture so many feelings I remember feeling in middle school, is awesome. It shows, again, that, like, there are people who are good. So yes, Olive's Ocean, really, really good book. Oh no, my pop socket fell over. So the last book that I'm going to talk about today is literally my favorite book ever. I've read this book countless times. I've recommended it to so many people, and every person that has read it has really liked it. So I think if you're in the market for a new book, you should definitely read this book. So this is called Stolen, and it's by Lucy Christopher. As you can tell, I've really used and abused this book. I am not gentle with the books that I like. It's about a girl named Gemma, and she gets kidnapped by a boy named Ty in an airport. And the whole book is a letter from Gemma to Ty about their time together, about like what happened, about how she feels. The book's overall theme is kind of about Stockholm Syndrome, I guess. And it's the most beautiful book. It really, truly is like one of the most beautiful books I've ever read. It's one of those books that has enough background information that you understand the characters and their lives, but not too much that you can't focus on the story at hand. It's one of those books that you really can pick up on what's going on in it without being distracted. And I really, really like that about this book. I like how it's one of those books that you like don't have to, this looks really gross. It doesn't have to give you a bunch of detail about the unimportant things. She rarely talks about how she actually feels. Most of the book is her describing what actually went on. Very few parts are her saying what she actually, like, what happened. And I really, 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 really enjoy that about this book. I just said really so many times. It's so good. This book is so good. Alright, so as an honorable mention, because this isn't a book that I love at all. This isn't a book that when I think about it, I'm like, oh my gosh, that book was incredible. But this is a book that I recommend. This is a book that I think was really well written, and this is a book that I think has an incredible plot. Like, very cliche at first, but super unique once you actually read it. So this is Linked by Imogen Housen, and it's about this girl who, I believe that they're living in, okay, so they're living in a time where I think you can only have one child per household, and she realizes that she has a twin sister. The whole book is kind of them trying to get away from the government who's trying to find this twin sister. The whole book is about that. The twist in this book was truly a twist that I can say I never would have seen coming. So that's an honorable mention. Not a book that I love, but a book that I like, you know? I don't actually own that many books. I've read a lot of books, but I don't own a lot of books. So that's just one that I figured I would mention. I'm like reading the ends of all these books and just like reliving the awesomeness. Thanks. Okay, so that's all I've got. Yeah, this was not interesting at all. I'm sure no one has watched this because, like I said, it's not good. I really sell myself. God, my legs hurt so bad. Hold on. I hope all 6 of you really enjoy this video, even though I am one of the 6 subscribers to my own channel. So I would love if you are watching this on an unfortunate misclick and you subscribe, because I mean, that would be pretty cool. You know, that'd be pretty fun for me, personally. It would be good for me. It's probably the worst decision you could make, but For me, it's a good one. Okay. Dot your I's and don't forget to keep YouTube weird. Alright. Okay. Alright. You have a good one.